Listeners, the new political economy, or new institutional economy, starting from recognition of a bidirectional relationship between economic science and political science, or rightly between economics and politics, focuses its attention in the determination of economic policies, understanding that they are not carried out by planners, magnanimous social, but are the product of complex interactions between diverse agents with particular interests, information and beliefs in certain institutional frameworks. The economy modern politics studies the way in which rational actors, interested in themselves, they are combined inside or outside the institutional frameworks to influence the social results. From very ancient human communities, normally driven by their leaders, politicians and religious, have carried out works of great significance social, who have demanded colossal efforts for their time. These works. Normally, they displace the horizons of the known in terms of the use of resources and innovation efforts. Historical testimony of this are the pyramids Egyptian, the Greek forums, and the Roman aqueducts. More regionally, Machu Picchu heights, the Mayan terraces, and the Aztec oratories. Also, and of more modern way to larger public enterprises, fundamentally in terms of economic infrastructure for scaffolding, dismantling process, with an extremely high participation of mega projects infrastructure for scaffold dismantling process, efforts have been added properly private, generating works that have had a similar connotation to the large state projects, mainly in the field of buildings and productive infrastructure for scaffolding, dismantling process. On the one hand, there are purely quantitative approaches, such as that of the Construction Safety Administration, which considers mega investment project higher than $1 billion. This notion, although being objective, must be understood in a certain context, because the magnitude of an investment must necessarily be appreciated in the economic environment in which it is expressed. It is so that a quantitative conception can be applicable in a more general, if we consider the amount of the investment according to some objective parameter, such as the GDP of the economy in which it is carried out. Returning to the case of the nation of America, whose GDP exceeds $14,000 million, a mega project would be all project with an investment equal to or greater than approximately 0.01% of GDP. If we classify the mega projects in this way, we would find that a good part of the mega project's infrastructure for scaffolding, dismantling process projects, executed in national during the last 2 decades, those currently in execution, and that are part of your future investment portfolio, respond to this category. Another criterion to consider is to look at the mega projects from the perspective of the large construction companies worldwide, microstructures, which they operate globally. If we review the list of 50 companies' largest construction companies in the world, we will see that for these are of interest projects for amounts that, being high, are well below the one that points the referred North American federal agency, but that at local levels, especially when it comes to smaller economies, it has the significance, complexities, risks, and impacts of a megaproject. Thus, unless other types of factors persuade them to go to the place in the world where these millionaire projects, no necessarily billionaires, are made. In this way, we can define a megaproject as a public development whose conditions make it extraordinary, considering that they require long execution times. They require extremely high budgets for the economy in which they develop, involve a high number of public actors, and private, present greater risks, and high technological, legal complexities and environmental factors to carry them out, all of which generate significant institutional tensions and complexity. Stay tuned